The average new car carries over 100 electronic modules. Once the warranty expires, you're staring at $10,000 a year just to keep it running. That's not bad luck. That's the modern car trap. And nearly every manufacturer is in on it. Nearly. Only 5 brands still build cars meant to last a lifetime, and the difference comes down to 5 durability rules most buyers have never heard of. Modern cars are rolling computers, and the price of all that tech is no joke. A decade ago, you could pop the hood, find a handful of modules, and fix most problems with a socket set. Today, you're dealing with a spider web of over 100 electronic control units. Everything from the power steering to the door locks runs through its own circuit board. When just one of these goes haywire, the repair bill doesn't just sting, it can flatten you. The industry's own numbers say it loud. After the warranty runs out, it's not rare to see annual repair costs spike toward $10,000, especially when a major ECU or sensor fails. And it's not just luxury cars. Even a mainstream sedan now packs 70, 80, sometimes 100 separate modules, each a potential time bomb for your wallet. The real insult? Most of these modules aren't making your car any more durable. They're just more things to break, more reasons you're forced back to the dealer, and more ways a simple fix turns into a software nightmare. A failed lane keep sensor can sideline your car for weeks. A touchscreen glitch can lock you out of climate controls. And when the repair order prints out, it's not a $200 alternator, it's a $2,000 infotainment brain, plus labor, plus a wait for the part to arrive from overseas. That's how a car that should last decades gets pushed off the road in 6 or 7 years, not because the engine wore out, but because the tech bill broke the owner first. This isn't progress, it's a business model built on planned obsolescence. If you want a car that actually lasts, you need to look for something built on 5 simple rules. A proven, straightforward powertrain, a rock-solid reliability record, parts you can actually get, repairs that don't require a second mortgage, and a manufacturer that doesn't disappear when your odometer hits 6 digits. Only a handful of brands still play by those rules. And they're the only ones worth your money if you want to drive something for life. Forget the glossy brochure promises. If you want a car that actually lasts, you need to judge it by 5 hard rules. First, look for a simple, proven powertrain. That means engines and transmissions with a track record, no experimental turbos, no mystery hybrid modules, no endless software updates. The best engines are the ones that run 300,000 miles with oil changes and basic care. If you can't find owners bragging about mileage milestones, move on. Second, demand a real-world reliability record. Don't settle for hype or short-term reviews. The J.D. Power PP 100 score is the industry's own yardstick. Problems per 100 vehicles after 3 years. Anything under 190 is a winner. For reference, Lexus hits 151 PP 100, which is why it's the gold standard. If a brand can't break 190, you're buying into headaches. Third, parts availability isn't optional. Can you get a water pump or a control arm for a 15-year-old model without waiting months or paying through the nose? The right brands keep parts flowing for decades, not just until the next model launches. If you can't get a part in a week, you're at the mercy of the junkyard. Fourth, repairs have to stay affordable, period. If a major service or repair blows past $3,000, the car might as well be totaled. The best brands keep even big jobs, head gaskets, timing chains, transmission work within that ceiling, often well below. Finally, support has to last. That means real service contracts, open diagnostic access, and a company that doesn't abandon you once the odometer rolls past 6 digits. If a brand locks out independent shops or stops stocking critical parts, it's not buy-it-for-life material. These are the 5 pillars. Any brand that doesn't clear all 5? Don't bother. Only a handful still do, and that's where the smart money goes. Toyota and Honda are the backbone of the buy-it-for-life world, and the proof is on the odometer. You'll find Corolla owners with 300,000 miles and a stack of oil change receipts, still driving on the original timing chain. The models from 1998 to 2008 Corolla and from 2014 to 2022 are the safest bets. Iron block engines, simple timing chains, and no weird turbo experiments. Even when Toyota slipped up, like with the early 2000s oil sludge fiasco, they owned it. A 7-year warranty extension and clear guidance on oil intervals. Parts are never a problem. Toyota guarantees genuine components for at least 15 years, and classic parts programs mean you can still get a new engine block for a 1998 Camry without scouring junkyards. Honda's K-Series engines are another legend. The Civic routinely hits 300,000 miles, and there are documented cases of 322,000 miles on a single head gasket replacement and routine valve adjustments. The secret is simplicity. Timing chains instead of belts, no overcomplicated turbo plumbing, and a design that favors easy maintenance over flash. Honda backs it up with warranty extensions for known camwear issues and a parts network that keeps even 20-year-old Civics on the road. Both brands have weak spots, Toyota's oil sludge years, Honda's early 2000s camwear, but they address them head-on and keep repairs affordable, with major jobs rarely cracking the $2,500 mark. That's what separates these two from the tech-obsessed pack: straightforward engineering, real-world durability, and a manufacturer that still cares after the sale. Lexus stands out as the only luxury badge that still plays by the buy-it-for-life rules. Underneath the premium trim and extra sound insulation, you're getting the same bulletproof engineering as Toyota, but with even tighter assembly and a real focus on long-term support. The million-mile LS400 proves the point. Matt Farah's car hit 7 digits on the odometer with nothing but routine oil changes, a timing chain swap at 500,000 miles, and a few suspension bushings. That's not a fluke. Owners of the ES350 and RX350 routinely post 300,000-mile milestones thanks to the 2GR FE V6 and a chassis that shrugs off abuse. Lexus doesn't just keep parts in stock. The Classic Parts program means you can still order a remanufactured engine for a 2012 RX or a steering rack for an early ES, often at prices that undercut German rivals by thousands. Even known pain points like water pump bearings on early RXs or steering rack leaks in the ES get handled with extended warranties or free dealer fixes. And while you'll pay a premium at the service desk, the total bill for a major repair rarely tops $2,400, even at 300,000 miles. This is luxury that's built to last, not just impress on day one. Subaru and Mazda complete the roster, each following a distinct path to longevity. Subaru's flat-4 boxer engine, known for its even heat distribution, regularly powers Outbacks and Foresters past 300,000 miles. Owners often report reaching these milestones on the original engine block, sometimes after a single head gasket replacement. Subaru addressed its late 90s and early 2000s head gasket issues with an extended warranty and improved gaskets, and even today, OEM parts for a 2003 Outback remain available. Major repairs, including head gasket jobs, typically stay under $2,500 at independent shops. Mazda's Skyactiv engines avoid complexity. No turbochargers, no unnecessary variable valve timing. The timing chain is designed to last the life of the engine. And Mazda 3 and CX-5 models with a 2.0-liter or 2.5-liter Skyactiv G routinely reach 250,000 to 300,000 miles. Early oil pump wear led Mazda to extend the warranty to 100,000 miles and keep parts affordable. Both brands keep repairs under $3,000 and allow open access to service manuals supporting independent mechanics and long-term ownership. Start with the hardware. If a car doesn't have a simple, proven powertrain, think timing chain, not belt, and no fancy turbo plumbing, it's already out. Timing chains like those in the Toyota 2GR FE V6 or Honda's K24 routinely last 300,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes. Belts snap and take engines with them, chains just keep going. Next, demand a real reliability record. Ignore the hype, check the J.D. Power PP100 score. Anything above 190 problems per 100 cars means you're gambling. Lexus sits at 133, Toyota at 182, Honda at 185. If a brand can't break 190, walk away. Third, parts have to be available for at least 15 years. If you can't get a water pump or control arm for a 2008 model without hunting junkyards or waiting months, that car isn't built for life. The right brands keep parts on the shelf long after the brochures are gone. Sticker shock doesn't just come from the showroom, it hits hardest in the service bay. If a car can't keep major repairs under $3,000, it's not buy it for life material. That's the line in the sand. Head gaskets, timing chains, even full transmission jobs should stay below that cap at a reputable independent shop. Anything higher, and you're one bad repair away from junking the car. But cost isn't the only filter. Real support means more than a friendly dealer. It means at least a 7-year warranty on the powertrain and parts catalogs that don't disappear when your odometer rolls over. Open OBD2 access is non-negotiable. If you can't plug in a generic scan tool and read codes, you're at the mercy of dealer-only software and sky-high labor rates. The brands that still last keep diagnostics open, parts flowing, and repair costs in check, no exceptions. In a market obsessed with features over fundamentals, real longevity is rare, and getting rarer. Today, only a handful of brands still build cars that outlast trends, tech, and planned obsolescence. The right choice isn't flashy, it's freedom from the cycle. That's durability you can actually own. Share your take below.